Okay, Vera. So from your match history, I saw that you died in 6th place, then 8th place, and 10th place. It slowly got worse and worse and worse somehow. Then you got a 2nd place, and then some like one decent game, and yeah, more mistakes. You don't really die in the early or mid game. We have like one mid game death, and that's what we're taking a look at first, because you made some big mistakes. But after that, it's mostly going to be end game mistakes, probably. You could still make mistakes in the early game, and we'll take a look at that, but we'll probably focus on the end game mistakes the most. Now, one thing I noticed in this game, first of all, like, you guys are very split. So, if you're going out through the mid game, like, after the early game, you should never get split, to be honest. Like, you should be, like, a couple boxes off, maybe, like, 10 meters, 20 meters max. Going this split, and then also this guy, look at this. This is you. You make a wingsuit play as a solo. That's already a thing. Like, if you make a wingsuit play, you should always do it at the exact same time and basically touch each other. Like, you should be so close together that you're, you know, like, touching each other, basically. Now you go solo. The thing about the wingsuits is, like, you gotta be careful. Like, if you're in the open like this, in mid-game, it doesn't matter if you're mid-game or end-game. All you need to do is just play some boxes, some high walls, you know, and then just use the wingsuit. Like, if you use crash pads, everything is a lot simpler. Like, you don't get beamed as easily. But with wingsuits, all you need is a good setup. And yeah, you both didn't do that. Like this guy, for example, he was fully aware that this team was here and just beamed you because you used the wingsuit. And then instead of building some walls in that direction, he just goes like this. He hovers in the air like this. Could have died right there. Somehow survives. This team doesn't continue shooting. I don't know how. But you guys survived. But yeah, he made a big mistake there, and it gets more and more scuffed after this. Of course they key. Now you have to waste all your heals. Now, I'm just gonna make some space. Potentially, if someone drops on your wall like this, you can box him. It would be recommended to box him from the side to get the cone off and to get the wall, and then just box him like this. Like, if you go through this wall, then maybe he can like retake it or something and leave. Sometimes it doesn't work out, he can just jump up. This guy's making a mistake right now, you don't punish it, unfortunately. I definitely don't want to get pinched like that. So it's good that you at least made some more space down, as it seems. Nice lurk play. This is actually really good. Oh, he missed his shot though. That's unfortunate. It's a nice try. Your teammate is staying alive. He's getting doubled right now. So you gotta help him. He escaped. Okay, so your teammate goes down. It seems like you have some pretty decent fighting skills. Like, not every low PR player. Like, you're pretty low PR, right? Not every low PR player has mechanics like yours. That's already a very good thing. Yeah. Like, if you can get your teammate, that's the most important thing. Just leave the body, you know, like, if you can both stay alive, it's a lot better, because if you have to reboot or anything, like, it gets scuffed from there. Like, you'd rather trade rest than finish this player, and then he finishes yours as well. Now, of course, he's not gonna allow you to res. He can maybe bait it a bit. I think trading rest would have been better. And then just go out, just loot something else, you know? Because at the end of the day, like, even if you kill this team now, it doesn't even mean you win the game, especially if your teammate still has to be rebooted. That would be very scuffed. Okay, another team pushes in. He dies slowly after this. You get coned. Yeah, well, it's a GG. Now, for the rest of the tourney, I'll just go in chronological order. So we just watched game number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna watch game number 1 now. A very big part of this game is just building the right habits. So, let's say, for instance, in that previous game, right? You're out in the open, a habit of staying together. That's one habit you gotta build. If you don't stay together, you gotta build a habit of regrouping. And sometimes, you know, like, if you're if you, for instance, you notice, okay, I'm getting ahead on the rotates a lot, then maybe you need to pause more to allow your fragger to catch up on you. If your fragger, for example, loses track of you, you should maybe regroup and focus on where you are. These are habits that you build. And the same goes for the wingsuit. Like if you use wingsuit in the incorrect way, then yeah, you could die, like you did in the previous game. The less mistakes you make, the more you'll survive. Yeah, Cartman land. Like I've seen some other team land here and they got so stacked out of it. Like in the previous game, like before you died, you were so stacked. We can also, since you're on con, skip ahead a bit. Oh, did you ask me about looting paths? Wait. You're online right now. Let me ask you quick. Yeah, we'll look at that for your next game, I guess, until you reply. Well, let's see. In this game we die in the mid game again. Like you do survive till the end game, but this guy dies twice. That is pretty bad. So maybe in the mid game you're struggling more than yeah, than anywhere else so far. Like, okay, a team jumps you. Where's your teammate? Are we just full split again? Is that the problem? Yeah, we're full split. So this is like the exact same thing that happened in the previous game, right? You're full split, and now this guy just gets jumped. You know, if you were a duo, then this team right here, he wouldn't have said like, oh yeah, this is a solo right there, you know? They see a solo and they think he's a solo, and that's why they try to kill you. If you're together, they're less likely to jump you, and you're more likely to survive because, you know, you're together and you can fight together. 2v2 is a lot easier to win than a 2v1. Or 1v2, I guess. So, like, it's not totally his fault that he died right here. Like, you guys should have been together. That's both your responsibility. Probably the responsibility of the IGL, to be honest. Like, the thing that made sure that I often got split from my IGL was that I was just getting ahead on rotates and then just making a solo rotate somehow. But I fixed that by just pausing and then just always getting behind my IGL and following. But, oh my, are we just looking at the wrong team the whole time now? Or, I don't think so, right? I just skipped to another team, I hope. Yeah, okay, so you just didn't get the reboot off yet. Now you got it somewhere, but he died again, so this is gonna be a solo clutch. I guess we can look at why he died. Like, he is scuffed, so like this time, once again, there might not be much he could be doing. You should definitely farm more. Oh, he dies right now? Okay. He don't res him? Oh, there might have been a team. Okay. Okay, interesting. So we're gonna play this game out solo. Yeah, technically, if you have gold, you can still reboot. I'm sure there's a reboot in this zone somewhere. Not sure where it is, though. Yeah. You know, like, this is actually an amazing solo clutch. It's first game, maybe lower elo, but... Like, actually, you got the top 8, right? Really good solo clutch. Nice, this is a decent setup, you know? The walls. I do think crash pads are definitely preferred. I see you carrying wingsuits all the time, but crash pads are pretty broken. Like, they take up one single slot. Your teammate doesn't have to take crash pads as well, so he has like a different healing item, like medkits or something. Just extra heals. And crash pads are also faster. Less risky usually. Nice. Like, we could look at the solo clutch. Yeah, let's just do it, you know? Why not? Fine, just doing nothing, which is fine. Let me speed it up. Just wingsuit, kind of late. Yeah, decent timing when everyone else is going. Now, one thing to notice is like, yeah, most players, they will land like in this location here. You don't have to do it. Like, and if you do, try to land on a layer where, yeah, if you land here, that's perfect, because not many players will land there, you know? It was actually a decent spot. Nice you got out as well. Yeah, decent. Perfect, okay. Yeah, you're playing it well, you're playing it well. Now you don't get any reverses at this point, like, maybe you just find like, something. Wow. Maybe you find something, like a bit of a reverse somewhere, but we'll see. Some spare mats maybe. You're actually being aggressive enough. Like some players in this situation would just be full passive, not look for anything. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Chilling. Yeah, it's to be expected. Sometimes if you're boxed up right next to a team like that, I'm just gonna go on you. Maybe waste some mats here and there. It's fine. Like if you were playing duos at this point, they had decent builds, then playing perfect. Nice. Yeah, okay. We did waste some mats on this road. I think you could have had like maybe like 200 more builds. If you were a bit more conservative. Nice shot. Nice. Now this is actually a super solid solo clutch. Okay, that is your kill. Nice. Perfect. Good awareness. Yeah. Honestly, not much you could have done better. You get another knockball. GG. Yeah, he played it well, he played it well. No comments on that. It was actually a top 6. This is your top 8 right now. Yeah, okay, so we're not landing Cartman land this time. Yeah, okay, you said you landed at this house. Yeah, looting path. Let me see. We're landing right here. Wait, do I have dim light enabled? No. Okay, chilling. Turn on chests. Yeah, I don't know, like, I think this area is actually pretty decent. Like, there's always a team here, probably. Like, I think you're just gonna get calmed, like, sometimes at this house, and if not, you can dip out to this area, and if you don't get calmed, then still try to loot this area. I think this area is pretty decent. Since it's a bit more center map, you also have rotations towards anywhere. Like, as long as you don't die off spawn, I think you should be chilling, like, let me see. Okay, so we go east, I guess. Let's see how good this building is. There's a down part, right? Okay. Decent. You guys actually got some decent deals already. Going to this, okay. I don't know, like as long as you get stacked, I don't know. Like you could have gone west, yeah, I mean rotating east is fine as well. Because now you have an easier time rotating towards like where zone is gonna keep pulling. I think this rotate is fine, you know, like there's more loot here. You know, I guess for early game, like if you land here, you should just never die. Like I wouldn't recommend like landing at this building when you have this a similar drop to a team, because then you're just fighting for no loot. Like imagine 50-50ing to get like a whole POI like Sandy Strip, like 2v2ing, because there's only one other team. Like you have so much more loot that you fight for, so it's so much more worth than fighting for like one little hut when you can just like get everything else, you know? So I would scout, make sure you know that there's no team going here. Like if there's another, let's say you try to dip and you go here and there's another team and they have outdropped you, then everything gets scuffed. So definitely don't do that. Make sure you scout, try to get the best drop as possible, of course, to outdrop that team. And yeah, just don't die off spawn. And I think you should be chilling, because like, yeah, even though you made this rotate east, there should technically be less loot on this rotate. Yeah, it actually worked out fine. You kind of went like this, right? You got this. You didn't go this way, but you went here, right? I think you went here. Pretty. Wait, is this the gas station? No, I think you went here. It's actually pretty chill. And yeah, if you get like 900 gold, like if you rotate to maybe classified or sandy, you can also buy more slurps, which would be good. Let's see your teammate. How much gold does he have? Okay, can't see. Infinite gold, yeah. You see? It's infinite gold. You can buy infinite slurps. Okay. Now let's see. Like at this point, I do want you to be in a good position. Like otherwise, you have been wasting a lot of time. Yeah, we're stuck at this same spot. I don't know why we didn't get in deeper. Like if someone kept pulling this way, you know, like it didn't really, like it pulled back from east to west here, but it still could have been in a much more chilling spot. So in case like, let's say zone, you have to move in, you go to this spot, let's say zone pulls far and then pulls far again. You have two very hard rotates, opposed to when you're like boxed up in a much better position, then you can just like make the rotate for free. You can also make the next rotate for more, for free. Let's see. I'm not, okay, we decided to fish. We have one slurp. Interesting. And now we're gonna buy them. Nobody's boxed up on it, which is interesting. Don't recommend boxing up wood. In any situation where you're gonna stay in a box, just box up brick. This team is actually camping you. Oh my. He survived though. Oh my god. That's kind of crazy. Like there's no reason to box up wood there. Okay, your teammate gets hit, but he survives. Yeah, I think it was only a solo. It's kind of lucky. Nice, buying the slurps now. Wait, we're buying big pots. I guess, because we also need it. Buy slurp as well. Okay, chilling. That's actually really good. They're getting into the end game relatively stacked. You guys, yeah. I think I don't know what you did. Like in this at this point, maybe you fished too long. You don't have the greatest bills right now going into the end game. Decent timing on the rotates. Build, nice. Nice, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you guys need to refarm, and it's actually good that you're positioned here. Like, if you could maybe go into the dead side. There's one more team. Ah, nah, you're chilling, bro. Like, if you go up, they have no line of sight. You can definitely refarm some more things. Oh, you just knew that there were skits there. Definitely out-traded them. Do you get the kills there? Oh, yeah. Nice. Good shit. Walking shieldfish. Nice. Now you're not healing. Like you have a flopper. Nice, okay. Chilling. We spent so much time getting the floppers though. Yeah, I get it. You're kind of in a scuffed spot. You rather heal up quick. Spare flopper. Let's hope you pop it. Okay, pop your slurper. Okay, chilling. Yeah, we're carrying... Okay, we're carrying wingsuit. It's fine. The thing about wingsuit is, like, you can only use it maybe twice, max, like, in this situation. You're not gonna use it, like, 3 times in this game. But with crash pads, like, you can use it a lot more. Decent pulls, nice. No. Oh, this game is actually this is actually a decent game. Like not many mistakes so far. We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe get some surge. Nice. You could have boxed up middle in the zone, which would have been a little bit better. So you don't get pre-edited on. Like, saving metal, there's no reason, you know? Like, later on in the zone, you're not gonna stay in boxes for a long period of time. So if you boxed up metal here, like, yeah, it would have been much better, to be honest. Like, he has 120 builds as well, yeah. Definitely do that next time. Otherwise, you're gonna get pre-edited on one time in your games. Hovering in the air in this moment, perfect. Solid game. Okay, make sure you land together though. I'm not sure where your teammate is. I hope you know where your teammate is. You guys got very split here. Okay, now we're together. He got a bit scuffed from that. But you're chilling. Now we're gonna need a refresh. Okay. Yeah, you should stop looking at it when you need to rotate. Maybe a bit of the wrong timing, but you had some time. Ooh, this is a bit scuffed for your teammate to follow. So, like, sometimes you gotta not only make rotates that are good for you, but also good for your teammate to follow. Like, this was actually very scuffed. Like most of the time. Let me go to that situation again. From your perspective first. I think we just kind of went for it. Most of the time, what is preferred is that you don't go close to walls like this. So let's say you make this rotate and you go like this. Don't go here and then here because you could get boxed. Be in a spot where you can barely get boxed. So you don't really get boxed. Just go through the open. And so what happened eventually is right here, for example, you see this team, they just boxed up, right? They could try to expand this way. So like what you do is you don't go here because you can get boxed. You don't go here. You go like to the side. You go like here. You have to go diagonal this way basically, so you don't get boxed. This right here, this can get your teammate boxed a bit too easily, you know? And if he does, he could get killed. Yeah. It was very scuffed right there. Habits. Think about everything I'm saying right now in terms of habits. I'll also tell you to take notes when you watch this. Just think about everything in terms of habits. Like, in what situation, what do we do in each situation? So in 7th zone, for example, where you were before, we should probably build metal instead of brick. Why? Because you don't get pre-edited on as easily. Good box, by the way. Nice. Also a habit, you know, like which guy is spraying and which guy is gonna hold the cone out, you know, like to replace the ramp with a cone. It's also habits, and that's like a chemistry thing, of course. But it seemed to work out perfect there. Chilling, you guys are stacked. Okay, 90 builds, 65 builds. Now, oh, you have cap metal. Okay. So you have no brick, basically, both of you. Okay. Yeah, you could have used metal earlier in the zones. That's also a thing. Like, a lot of people, they will save metal, and then if you only use brick in earlier zones, and then you get a refresh later on, then you can't pick up any of the metal because you already had cap metal because you didn't waste it. You know, you didn't use it. If you waste, if you use more metal, then you can also pick it up in a refresh later on. Now, gotta make this rotate. It's a bit late. You can tank Storm maybe at this point. You have floppers. Yeah, we should probably tank Storm and do something else, because now we're going into zone without awareness. Like some team could have been boxed up here, like looking down with a double pump and then just tapped you twice for like 90 or something and then you're dead. Like this was also scuffed, you know? Luckily they survive, he gets a kill, everything works out, he gets a refresh, but this is lucky. Doesn't mean it was a good play. Okay, that is actually interesting. And not interesting in a bad way. It's actually a decent play, maybe. Get whites. Now, your teammate, okay, yeah, he did drop his mask this time. Now, I don't know why he's in front then. Like, you should be the one in front tarping, leading the rotate, instead of being behind. Like, this guy only has wood, you know? What he builds on him. Like, if you're if he has 20 builds and you have 70, like, you might also want to drop him some wood, you know? But 20 builds is, like, most of the time enough to survive and follow you, which is the most important thing. Now, we are investing a lot of mats, so in some situations, instead of doing what you did right here, like full tarping everything, like, you can just, like, sprint in a bit. Like, sprint a bit, like, I guess you have water. Like, I mean, do a bit of a cheap tarp instead of full tarping everything. This was a bit more safe, but of course, it burned through your mats very quickly there. You don't even have, like, low ground claim that much, I think. Also not a team. Like, what pro players usually do, I'm not even sure why, to be honest, but I just know it's a habit of theirs. They sometimes try to clear out their layer. I don't know if you ever thought about that, but let's say you're just tarping on low ground. That's maybe the most common example. Let's say you're on low ground. Then you just, like, make sure that you claim low ground and force the other team to either die or get up, you know? So you clear out your layer so you have, like, the layer to yourself. I think it's mostly to do with just being safe. You don't get pre-edited on, or you don't get sprayed from the sides. You just have the layer claimed. And you can do this on mid-ground. This was a lot more common back in trio metas, but technically the same thing applies to height. Like, if you want to get height, you try to claim the layer of height. You don't want two high teams, and you also don't want two low ground teams, you know? On mid-ground, you often share it, to be honest. But right here, you were, like, on low ground with this team for way too long, and now you're just getting fought, you know? Like, you don't want to be in this situation. You have to force them out quicker and claim your layer, basically. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Did he even drop his slurps? I don't know why he's not just dropping all of his heals. That should be an insta habit. Habit as well. Write it down, here. Write it down. Drop your heals and mats. Like, he didn't have mats. Maybe he dropped it, but also drop your heals. Like, I don't know why I didn't drop it before. And then you might have wanted to just play out your heals insta there. If you have no mats, just go back and storm, and then eventually, like, you're still in 12th zone, you know, like, it's final zone. And eventually you can go behind some kids and maybe get a lucky kill in the back, you know? That's probably what you should have done. Other than that, this game was actually solid, so yeah, nice play. Now, I also want to say that to improve specific habits and, you know, build new habits and destroy bad habits, because, you know, there's also plenty of bad habits that players do, and then, like, you might want to remove those. to do that, you might want to focus on specific habits and yeah, just play a scrim and say, okay, for this scrim, we're going to focus on, okay, sticking together, for example. Like you guys didn't stick together in some of your games. Make sure you just stick together throughout the whole mid game. That could be one thing. So that is kind of how you improve habits. Because if you just play a scrim and you have like, maybe in this game there's like 1,000 different habits, maybe more, probably even more. But like you cannot improve every habit at the same time. You cannot learn 1,000 new habits. So you kind of got to focus on one and make sure it actually becomes a habit that you do consistently without thinking. And then you can think about a new habit, and you know, you have like brain space to think about the new habit basically. And I think that's pretty important. Like maybe this past year, the period where I made the most amount of progress is when we used to play with Arku, and that's our ex-teammate. That's basically what we did for maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. All we did was just play scrims the whole time, like so many sessions, but we didn't just mindlessly play. Like every session, all we focused on is like fixing our weaknesses, and we wrote down, okay, this is our mistake, this is our mistake, fix it. We need to fix it before the tournament, you know? And you can apply this, you know, for the division 4 that you're in right now to keep getting better placements. You can also apply it to just in general, like if you have a tournament, I don't know, 6 months from now, and you have been practicing for the last 6 months, like fixing your weaknesses, over time you're gonna get better and better at the game, and you're gonna have better habits, yeah, win more games. Now here we're pushing a team. Not sure why, to be honest. Okay, maybe we're not. Like we landed at this location. Okay, we went here because it's your normal looting path. I do recommend still to maybe loot this. Like maybe you expect that there's a team here, which is understandable, but yeah. If you could get this spot right here, it would be better, of course. Now let's see. We're still pretty chilling. Low on mats. I don't know, like, yeah, I think in this game we just gotta, yeah, I don't think we know what we're doing right now. So I guess this is what you mean when you don't have a good looting path. Is this POI? Are we going into it to get more loot or not, you know? Where's your teammate at this point, bro? Like, so much further behind. Once again, it's like the exact same thing. I don't know why we're split. Like, we're playing solo at this point. I don't know why we're playing solo in the mid game. Like, even in the early game, if you're contested, like, you should be box to box, basically. Like, be 10 meters apart. I don't know, where is your teammate, bro? Like, you went all the way here. This is not allowed, bro. Like, this is why you die, bro. Like, once again, like, you get pushed in the exact same way, and now your teammate is not with you. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is why I say it. Like, your teammate is, like, almost not... it's almost like you're playing solos. And I get why he's not trying to help you. He's basically saying, oh yeah, you're gonna die, you know? And then... I'll just reboot you sometime later. And we'll clutch up the game. Like, that's not how you play duos, that's how you play solos. In duos you gotta work like the two fists. You should watch the thing. The course, let's see, classroom. You should watch this, the duo mastery thing. Like, this is actually pretty solid. Playing team modes. 22 minutes. I think this is actually, yeah, a good video for both of you to watch. This talks about staying together, synergy, like everything. Yeah, no, just watch the whole course. I think I also have these videos uploaded to YouTube. So if you want me to share them with your teammate that is maybe not in VOD Academy, we can also do that. So you can, so you both can watch it, you know. I'll just send you a private link. We should definitely watch those videos. Now, we can buy a reboot, of course. Chilling. Now, somehow there's no kids here. Okay, so we do bring it back. Let's see. If we're stacked at this point. Yeah, pretty stacked. Okay. Chilling. We're deep in Storm though. How is there nobody here? This game is super stacked. Everyone is in Storm at this point still. Yeah, gotta make a screenshot of that, to be honest. Like, a lot more players are playing Storm. I don't even know, like, I don't even know why exactly, but it kind of means that Storm is not that dead, you know? Like, if you want to avoid players, you can't just tank Storm and, yeah, be certain that you're gonna avoid players. A lot of players tank Storm nowadays. Now, at some time we gotta get in. Like, it's gotta get a 2-tick now. We gotta get in. We have no AR, probably. Okay, we have an AR. Okay, chilling. Okay, we're actually pretty chilling. You have wingsuit? Ah, why? Yeah, okay. Slurp. No, don't pop another slurp. No, wait, did you not pop the slurp before? Maybe you found another, I don't know. I would try to find medkits. Just get into the endgame stacked as possible. You guys actually, I don't know how, but you made it out pretty chill. Oh, okay. We gotta see what happens here. Even I didn't have awareness, so might have been the mistake of you guys as well. Team is lurking. What? What is gonna happen? Okay, your teammate gets bombed. Was he aware of them? Gotta look from his POV first. Let me see. Because you never turn your back on them. If your teammate was aware of them, you should have said something. Should have been aware of it. Okay. Like, how? There cannot be an open angle, right? Oh, they're holding. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe, can you expect this? Maybe not. Like, this was just a good play by them. Like, maybe you could have had cone in your box, so they don't place it. I don't know if you made the biggest mistake here, to be honest. Shit happens. Yeah, that's actually very shit. Sometimes small mistakes can get you killed. I don't think this is a mistake you should probably focus on. Like, yeah, like every time you farm a wall, like a building, be fully aware that there's a team potentially holding a pre-edit out there. I don't think that's a habit you should focus on. You're not gonna die to that very often, but it was a good play by them. That kind of, yeah, messed up your whole game. We could still look at this. Yeah, we could still look at this solo clutch. Like, there's always something to learn. And since you paid for the VOD review, I'll take my time. Just watch as much as possible. Yeah, Slurp was fine to pop there, by the way. Maybe in this zone it's not that worth to hover and make another round. I mean, to be honest, it does prevent you from jumping in the same box with the kid. So maybe it's just genius. That's fine. Good search, by the way. You needed that. Now you should play exactly like you played. Basically just playing out your mats, trying to be conservative. Whoa. Okay. A bit above now. Okay, 200 above. Potentially chilling here. That might be... Okay. Does that work? Okay, nice, perfect. Okay, nice that he dropped a layer here. Low ground. I guess it's fine. Okay, chilling. Now, since you're solo, you gotta be careful of not wasting any builds. Like that's what you did in the other game as well, just wasting a little bit too much builds. Like it's all about playing out your mats as efficiently as possible, because you just have less mats as a solo, and then yeah, you're gonna die if you run out. And it's so much harder to get a refresh because, you know, you have to 1v2 most of the time. Unless you get a solo somewhere. Nice. Good play. Oh. It boosted you backwards. It's kind of crazy. I get why you paused. Crazy good shot somehow. Decent rotate. Just the thing I'm saying about builds, you know, like overbuilding. We cannot tarp in solos like this. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this is kind of what I said in the other game as well, where you full tarped. What you could have done instead of doing this in a full tarp is what you could have done is just like floor, ramp behind him, and then just like make a sprint jump or something and just like go here, then box up in a full middle box right here. Instead of like building the full tarp here, you can just like sprint, rotate, and cheap tarp. Instead of full tarping. Okay, he gets this kill or not? Well, that would have been crazy to be honest. 2 builds right now. Like he could have had like, you know, maybe 100, 200 more mats. Okay, he gets a kill. Nice. 55 builds. That is insane. Panicking a little bit. Like in those situations, like you gotta maybe commit through with one plan, you know. I know it's a bit scuffed. Just like if you go out in storm to tank storm and then just go another direction, then commit with that. And otherwise, yeah, don't want to hesitate too much. That just seems like you're panicking. Oh, now he gets. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit of an awareness check here. You can just like hold your walls out for a second, like make sure you don't get killed instantly before you start popping heals, because I think this is a bit of awareness. Yeah. Well, GG. Yeah, was a decent solo clutch, to be honest. Now, what is much worse is a 17th place that you get right now, where you waste like 20 minutes basically getting 0 points. Should we look at how many placement points you get? Maybe like 10 to 15 points max from that, you know? Well, you could get 50 to 60 for a top 5 to a win. So that's extremely bad. Let's skip a little bit ahead. Still watch your early game. Like, I don't know why, but I'm assuming your early game in this game is not the greatest. But I could be wrong. Yeah, looks like I'm right. Am I right? Let's see, where are we going? We're going Cartman Land. Then we realize there's too many teams. And then we go to this, I guess, and there's also, yeah, there's quite a few teams. I'm always right, you know, like I'm always right. I just know this game too good. Yeah, probably gonna farm a lot, you know, so you can survive if needed. Yeah, you found a spot that was on-con, good. Nice. At least you got some things now. Nice. Both got a pump. Yeah, you can fight against team W key issue. I voted one other team that landed at your exact spot, and I don't know why, but they get W keyed like in this area quite often. So nice. Boom, bump, baby. Get some extra loot. Fine. Nice. From the slurp. Yeah, chilling. Like there's so much loot on this map, and especially with gold, if you can buy, getting split again a bit. If you can buy slurps, it's fantastic. Like chests give so much gold, like 50 to 100. It's crazy. Nice, good kill. Should I look at exactly what happened? Not really, no. We'll mostly focus on the things you're doing wrong. For example, like, yeah, nice. It's good that he stayed there. Like you gotta fight him together. So this guy, you are fully on him. He is not really with you. Gotta help each other out, you know. That's how you win 1v2s. Especially if you can go from different sides. There's just nothing this guy can do. Nice piece. Okay, GG. He did lose the slurp, but you're still pretty stacked. And no... Okay, one more kill here. Interesting. You just cleared out the whole Bombay Bay. Nice. Perfect. Just chasing the solo. Okay. Now, at this point, like zone pools here, right? So I should just skip ahead. And hopefully you're stacked in a decent position. Okay, we're not. So we have to look at what happened. I think maybe you could W keyed or something. 56 builds. Okay, you did get W keyed, I guess. Let's go a bit further back then. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. It's actually quite unfortunate. This game, you see how stacked you guys are. What do we need to do in this situation? What do we need to do? We have the perfect loadout. We have full shield and literally full heals as well. All we need, we have 56 builds, is we need mats and we need rotation to get a good spot. And then we just need to box up and chill. That is the mid game. And don't get tagged on the mid game rotates. Stay aware of teams. Don't try to get, try not to get beamed. So you don't lose out on surge, so you don't lose out on your heals. That's all you need to do. Now you're split once again. Don't be split ever. Just stop being split. Stay together. Like this is already too split. And the thing is, like you might say, like in some situations, you know, like you know what the thing is? Like you're never gonna die by staying closer together. Like that's never like what gets you killed. But staying split like this, that can get you killed. So that's why you need to stay together as much as possible. Like it's just too risky. Like there's no, like you see how common this is. Like in every game, you guys are in the mid game just like full split, doing whatever solo. Like why are we not playing together? Okay, now since you go towards your teammate, kind of. Okay, he's in the building. Nah, you're just getting jumped. Like you could have gotten jumped 1v2. Stay together, do the same thing, bro. That's all you gotta do. Watch those videos in Fortnite Academy. Okay, now we waste 2 shieldfish. You do get a kill. So you have good mats. Let's see, how much mats do you get after this? 74 bills. Just farm up and make you rotate. Like at this point, you might not want to make the rotate as much. Like if you were here earlier, you know, would have been much better. Now, of course, if there's already a team on the hill, then you don't have to go to the hill. But yeah, good positions are good positions. I think a lot of players, they forgot about good positioning in Fortnite because they thought, okay, we don't need surge as much because, you know, like you don't really build surge bases because like if you get tagged back in any way, then yeah, you're gonna lose out on surge. What most players focus on is just getting early surge and then just rotate to a good spot without, yeah, I mean a decent spot, not really going on high layers and stuff because they don't need surge. Like all you need is to not get out traded. But I think a lot of players, because of that, forgot to get into good positions. Like a high layer on a mountain is still one of the best positions. You can slide down, you can use crash pads more easily, you have more line of sight. So you can scout your rotates a lot easier. It's still a better position, you know? Now here, like, we're fighting for no reason, looking for stuff for no reason. We should win this game. Like, that's our focus, right? That's why we need positioning instead of what we're doing right now. We should be farming, and we should be getting into a good position. We're greeting for kills or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. Oh, I skipped all the way to where you die. Interesting. It seems like a sudden death. Let's actually just do that then. We'll continue from this point. Maybe I was just babbling too much and the universe told me I should skip to this point. Okay, yeah, okay. So we're getting fought and trying to wingsuit. That doesn't work. Wingsuits are only good when you're safe. When nobody's looking at you, you're chilling, and when you have a good setup. So let's see why you're getting like fought in the first place. Okay. Okay, so we're going ahead a bit, which is absolutely fine, by the way. So you use wingsuit a bit later. Okay, we're going here and we get bombed. Okay, we almost get boxed. Yeah, now these kids are fighting you. One flopper, one slurp, so you do have whites. Yeah, here, like, this is such an easy way to cone you off, you know, and get bombed in the face. Yeah. The fact that you survive and go out like this. Oh my god, do you kill this kid? Does he take fall hit? He survives. Okay, he does take a bit of fall. Oh, wow. Like, the fact that they don't even cone you is ridiculous to me. Like, all they need to do is cone you there, but apparently not. They're shooting you. This allows you to solo clutch. Do we look at it? Yeah, maybe. We've looked at all the other solo clutches. So there are some mistakes here and there where you guys, you know, die. Like, a solo clutch is like a last resort, you know? It's a plan B. Like, you don't want to be in this situation. The game is already, like, the game is not over, but it's over, if you know what I mean. Like, was this your worst game? Yeah, this was your 17th place, right? Yeah. If you were both alive, you might have gotten the top 5, you know? He does get one crazy refresh. Ah, yeah, okay. We'll look at the refresh quick then. So I don't know how he survives for this long. Like, he should get a really good refresh here. He faces in. 63 builds. Okay, then yeah, we're not gonna look at it. Because he's just gonna play out his mats. And no kills, so no refreshes. And then he's gonna die. That's fine. Okay, we'll look at next game. Okay, this game potentially gone again. Let's see, do we wipe them off spawn? Maybe not. Okay, they decided to dip. Okay, they're landing there. Crazy stuff. We should of course be a little bit lower elo. By the way, this is a 25th place. I skipped over your the game we already watched, so the mid-game death, and I also skipped over your second place. If we have more time, I might also look at the second place. We'll look at this game first. Like, about your early game, I think, you know, my preference is to land at POIs always. Like, landing at latte, landing at classified, landing at a POI. I don't know why exactly. Well, I think back in the day, I realized, okay, like in solos, it's fine to go to a split because everything is basically a split and you just need to survive. But in duos, like, if you go to a split like this, you might still get contested. Then why not just go to a POI and then contest the POI for more loot, you know? I think that's the thing. So I think I'm just used to landing at POIs nowadays. I think, like, back in the day when I fully started out, I landed at splits way more because I was just scared I would die. But I think, you know, I think you should maybe land at a split anyway, at a PY anyways. So just practice not dying then, if you're too afraid to die off spawn. Because like all you do at a split is basically you hope that you don't get contested, so you don't die off spawn. They never practice off spawn fights, so maybe just landing at a POI is better anyways. I think yeah, like we're indeed like doing a random rotate every time. Like maybe this is your standard rotate, to be honest, but yeah, okay, this is kind of your standard rotate. I guess. As long as you get stacked, like you would prefer like a situation where you're like, for instance, this team right here, they can just loot their POI, and yeah, unfortunately for them, like we have this random team. Oh my god, am I watching the wrong team the whole time? Oh my book. Wait a minute, what have we done? Bro, I've been watching the team that did your rotate, your exact rotate from another game. I don't know how that is possible. So what are we doing this game then? Bro, I've watched the complete wrong team, the whole game. Or not? Bro, what is this? I'm going crazy now. Okay, so we landed here. My bad, bro. Interesting. Yeah, but it does go to show, like, you guys do something random every game. I guess we're not doing the same thing as I said, like, yeah, this is your standard rotate, but apparently this is just a complete other team. That's kind of crazy. Once again, look how split we are. I don't know why we're doing this, bro. Like, imagine there's, like, a team somewhere, you know, like, that just crash bats on you. Because they're like, yeah, this guy's a solo, jump to solo. Especially in crash bat meta. Bro, you gotta watch the solo thing as well, bro. I don't know. Especially in crash bat meta. You gotta stay together more. Like, you're not that much more efficient by being separate. By being split up. Okay, now we are stacked. Like, please, like your mid game is actually pretty bad. Like, I don't know why, but like all we need to do in some situations is just go to a good position, go here and just sit in the bush. Like, that's all we need to do and conserve our heals. Just cap out your mats as well. Like, everything needs to be simple from this point. Like, you have cap metal. I hope you have cap metal as well from gas. And then all you need is wooden brick, rotate, and that's it. That's it, just sit in the bush. We should definitely not go south. Yeah, we shouldn't go south. Did we even look at where zones go? Like, we went from inside the safe circle to outside the safe circle. Okay, I guess we went to the thing, to the boss. Is that really why you did it? Okay, fine. Now we're going back. Okay, if you saw that and you were going specifically for that reason, then maybe it's fine. Maybe you didn't even need it, I don't know. Rotates are pretty important. Because, like, the thing is, like, if you delay your rotates too much, in high elo you get tagged too much and then you die to surge because you're gonna drop below surge if people tag you. It's about the surge ratio, how much you tag people versus how much they tag you back. So delaying your rotates often not preferred. You'd rather just be in this spot, like somewhere here. This is maybe best spot, like maybe on the hill somewhere, and then sparks up. Be in a good spot, never have to rotate. Like, for example, here, you should not pause. You should not pause at this spot. And there's a specific reason for it. It's because the zone is almost guaranteed to pull, like, more towards this side. So you're gonna have to make this rotate anyways. But you can expect that all of these players that are, like, at this side of zone, basically, are gonna come into congested side. And they're gonna rotate at the same timing as you, basically. So you have more people around you to shoot you as you rotate. You don't want that to happen. So that's why early rotates are better in these zones. Just get in deeper. Like, it would have been more free if these teams were not ahead of you already. So if you didn't go south, there were less teams like already boxed up looking for surge. And you had a freer rotate towards this spot. But I think it's still going to be a free rotate, to be honest. And you should probably just make it. One small lesson about rotates, by the way, is that you often want to use a rotate where you have the most natural cover, so that people don't really shoot you. So when I see a mountain like this, I'm like, okay, we can go like this, so we can wrap around the mountain. You saw that there was no team on the mountain, and then all of these players can't shoot you because they don't have a line of sight, you know? One sec. Okay. Let's see, sitting in the bush, ramp is placed, somewhat fine. Where's your teammate? Where is your teammate, bro? Holy shit. What are we doing, boys? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, be together. Like, has nobody taught you this? Like, that is insane to me. Tell me you don't have the masterclass from Destiny Jesus. Bro, I swear that teaches nothing of value. Okay, chilling. This is exactly what you needed to do. Maybe you could have been in this spot like a minute earlier or something. Maybe that would have been slightly better. So this, like these rotates, although you didn't get tagged, they could have been scuffed, you know? Sometimes you make mistakes and you don't get punished for them. Doesn't mean it's not a mistake, you know what I mean? If you leave your back open, if you over peek right now and nobody shoots you, you're still over peeked, you know? Are we gonna over peek right now? Nah. Would have been a coincidence, but fine peek right there. Nice early rotate, maybe a bit of awareness check. Like, yeah, I don't know if we scouted much before the rotate and realized there was a team. Okay. Like the less mistakes of, like the less times you get tagged like that, the better, you know? So you conserve more heals. It's fine if it happens. Chilling. Yeah, on the edge, on metal box as well. Good. Nice. Insta looking for some stuff. Oh, you guys have the perfect AR ammo and light ammo split. Nice. No, you could maybe like get these kids focused somehow, like maybe by chopping or something, or doing something. I swear, like they're barely connected. Like 2 walls here, 1 cone here. Could be choppable, something like that, you know, or just spraying from beneath. Try to chop one down. Like people in the high layer, if they just box up, sometimes they get focused and you get some loot. Like if you have so much ammo, like if you want to get a refresh, you know, like you guys are pretty chilling, but you kind of wasted some mats here and there. But if you want a refresh, you often want to look to teams that are close to you and then think, okay, how can we make a play on this team, you know? If there's no opportunity, there's no opportunity. Here you get tagged back, unfortunately. Sometimes you can still look for stuff safely. Okay, yeah, maybe a bit of the wrong setup. Should always use high walls, just in case. Okay, did your teammate follow? Nice, okay, that was a good follow by him. Don't box up exactly on the zipline. Okay. Now one thing is like, in this situation, just build this final box. The reason for that is because let's say someone is trying to get a pre-edit and they come into this box right here. But then they notice, okay, you have like 3 boxes right here. One guy is sitting here, one guy is sitting here. Like he cannot really pre-edit both sides, you know? So the reason why you would want to build like a 2x2 is so that this exact situation where someone pre-edits like this and then comes here and has this confusion of like, oh shit, like I can't really go into the box anymore, I can't really pre-edit both walls. He has that from every single angle. So if they come in here, they notice again one wall here, one wall here, I can't really do anything. And yeah, that from every single angle. So that's why you would rather have like a bit of a 2x2. And if you have like a 3 box like this, like only like 1, 2, 3 builds, it's not that expensive, you know. And sometimes it can get you, it can help you survive. A bit below the surge, did get damaged quite a bit. It's fairly risky doing this, what you're doing right now. Like there's so many teams on the hill. Like if you box up in wood like this and insta start spraying as well, like your wall isn't even fully finished, you know? They could just 3-2-1 and spray you out. Mistakes. That was actually a bigger mistake because you're trying to get above on surge, but you could definitely get sprayed in the back here. And then you just gotta get the damage bled through your wall. It's the correct English, I think. And then, yeah. Spill some brick. Don't be too greedy. Like, you're not gonna win this game by conserving 3 builds or building brick instead of wood. Like, the reason why you're gonna win this game is if you get a refresh soon. Seems like you don't. Maybe that's the problem, maybe surge is the problem. Nice. It's a very stacked game. Okay, hopefully you don't get beamed there. Nice. Perfect. Bro, pre-edit on this. Pre-edit. Like, I haven't seen you use one single pre-edit in this game. Like, all you need to do is just tell your teammate, get a pre-edit, and then just start to it, and then just pickaxe this wall and just get in. Like, these kids are looking for some surge. Like, what's gonna happen is these kids are fighting, and then you just get like 3 kills in the back or something, you know? Like, you get some loot. Like, they're distracted. People that are fighting are distracted usually. It's a free pre-edit most of the time. Fine too, I guess. Just claim the bottoms and then get the loot. Yeah. Bit unfortunate. You got some of the loot, which is fine. Okay. Chilling. Now you gotta go. Okay. Yeah, once again, like, I did not expect you to do this, but like, yeah, you have the majority of the lobby on this hill right here. It's almost like you don't realize it. Like, why do this exact setup towards this way when you could have just done it at this wall and then you went out this way? It just doesn't make sense to me. Small things. Just realizing where the majority of the lobby is, so you don't get tagged or focused. Okay, thank you so much. Fine, perfect. Yeah, this was actually really good. Nice. Now once again, this is kind of a zone where you could go for a pre-edit on the team. For example, these kids once again, distracted. Go in the back. You see this through the builds, right? You see it. Like, yeah. You gotta spot these things. If you have good opportunities like that, you don't want to let them pass you by. Okay, you get pre-edited on yourself. So, let's see. Did we have the triple box once again? Triple box setup instead of... Let's see. Yeah, why? I guess you had like a double box. I get it. You just built this wood thing. That's fine. You get pre-edited on. You should maybe have been aware of the theme, like that this theme, they insta went for surge. Like, it kind of makes sense, like, that they're below on surge, if you know what I mean. Like, they insta looked for something. Like, you should have been aware of that. Like, they're getting ticked by surge, maybe you could have even heard that. Now you realize it. Oh, what are we doing now? We're shooting them? We're like fully aware of them. Now you should come to your teammate. We're getting pre-edited on it. Like, okay, you're expanding, which is kind of fine. This situation right here, you should always expect a team to pre-edit on you here. Like I don't know if you watched, yeah, I just made a video about it here. About awareness. Let's see, in announcements. It's right here. Just go watch this video. It's like one of the scenarios that I discussed. Like if you see a team like this right here on your wall, you cannot hold this wall. Like this is not a wall you should ever try to hold. Like your instant response should either to pump these kids in the face, if you're both together, like full looking at it and fully aware of them. If you get surprised, it's often best to just escape. Just get out. Just go out the box. Maybe go out the top or something. Do something else. But like this is not allowed. Like this is not a good habit. Holding your wall when a duo is on your wall like this. You're just gonna get pre-edited on. Like that is awareness. Crazy that you get the shot off here, but like yeah, you guys get killed. Insane. Insane. You're not allowed to hold that wall. That's why you died in this game. GG. Okay. This game, once again, doing something completely different. Landing Cartman land. Like all you need to do basically for your early game, by the way, is just pick a drop spot and then build a strategy around it. There's no real reason to improvise every game, you know, like do something different every game. Because if you land at a POI, for example, right here, and this team lands at this POI every single game, and they know how to play it, then you're gonna get outplayed, you know? Are we split again? Not really. Chilling. Like, they're gonna have more loot. I don't know if they do. Let's see. Pretty trash. You guys actually have better loot somehow. Good shit. Okay, lurk play. Nice. Let's see, your teammate is already fighting. We'll have to, oh my, what just happened? Now this is not a fighting VOD, like, if you fight a lot, I specifically want a fighting VOD review. You can also do that sometime. Now one thing for fights, 0 HP. One thing for fights is that, like, it's much easier to win a 1v2 than it is to win a 2v2. And it's much easier to win a 1v2 than it is to win a 1v1. So let's say Vira is fighting this player right here and he cracks him. And this player starts healing. Like sometimes you can like try to kill this player. Other times it might be worth to just double one kid. Like if you can double one player, oftentimes this player is just gonna get surprised somehow. He's gonna have to focus on 2 different angles so you can kill him a lot easier. And so, yeah, right here you're coming from the top. You should be spraying or something. Okay, this guy doesn't build. Had one build. Okay, GG. But you get the kill, that was a nice play. And now his teammate actually survives and runs. That's fine though, you got the POI cleared out for yourself. You did it relatively quickly as well, so that's pretty good. Now, let's watch what happens before the kills. How stacked you are. Are we already in a fight? Like, how do I skip like 2 minutes and you're still at 15 builds? Have we not farmed at all? Like, yeah, we're just not farming. Okay. Yeah, that might be another thing. Like, if you land in this POI, you'll know which things to farm. I don't know what we're doing, to be honest. Are we getting god loot from this? I don't know what this is. I don't know the strats, bro. What just happened? Okay. Oh my god, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? Every game. You guys are so split. In this game, once again. Like, he's just on a fight. And now you have to help him. I don't know. It's like one of the biggest patterns. Where is your teammate? What a split. And then there's just a duo right there. What is happening? Like, he's fighting a duo while you are still doing this aim training thing. Bro. He's fighting a duo. Like, why are we playing so solo? He can get boxed, bro. He has 12 builds. Bro. He's going on the wall so many times. Bro, by the way, like, don't go on the walls like this. Don't go on a wall of a duo that is boxed up like this where you can get coned. Like, you'll just get boxed so easily. Crazy. Like, the best thing you can do is just stay on top of the ramp. So if they edit out, they cannot cone you, you know, you face through above. Then one crazy play with what I usually do if someone's standing all the way on top is I try, I would place a floor and then they bump the floor because they think, okay, I'll try to pre-fire and then face above the cone. But then the floor is placed and I'll edit the floor and then place a ramp so they can't build anything. Sometimes that ends up getting me a 50 tag. But yeah, getting coned like that is such an easy way to die. Now, somehow, these kids are just trash. Almost gets the double kill. But you were there to help out. Now he does get the double kill, I guess. Nice. Okay, GG. You do pull zone, kind of. Maybe it's gonna pull more here. Somehow it often pulls here. Like, it very often pulls here. Like, all the way to like this Swampy Bay. If we see like here. Don't know why. Potentially like changes, but... Okay, Bumpy Bay, yeah. Have we looked at this game? Bro, I've seen this exact zone. I felt like in this 30 before. Nah, actually it was previous 30, like from someone else. Bro, I bother you way too much. Okay, let's see. By the way, if I get permission from Vira to post this on YouTube, for the YouTube guys, if you want to buy a VOD room, potentially, yeah, just DM me on Discord. I think that's the easiest thing. Then we'll work out something. It's 20 bucks for a VOD room, by the way, the price. Now, you do this on a lot of rotates, just overbuilding a little bit too much. Overbuilding is good if you reform. Otherwise, it's not. Like, so many times that you just get way too scuffed in the end game. Like, right before the moving zone start, you basically have like 800 builds, where you could have had like 120 each basically. And I think it has to do with overbuilding sometimes. You see, like 80 builds going into the end game. You could literally have double the builds right now. Double box and brick. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're chilling here. We're staying here. Okay, fine. Nice. Refarming, important. Always try to get as stacked going into the end game, so you don't need as many refreshes. Oh, what a play. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it's fine. Now, okay. Were we not in zone before? Oh my. That would be pretty bad, to be honest. We're actually not in zone. That is crazy stuff. So we did double box. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't know we were in zone yet, and apparently we weren't. Surprisingly, you don't get sprayed. Once again, we're split. Regroup. Like, if we start doing like different things in endgame as well, then it becomes very scuffed. Just stay together, boys. Oh my. Yeah, this is basically like a little bit a small mistake where you just didn't realize that you were in storm apparently. But then the situation you have right there is basically coming in as one of the final teams to rotate. And if you're one of the final teams, then people will focus you because you're the last one to get in. Your builds are still freshly placed, and then they often focus you. You're the only moving target basically. Everyone else is boxed up. Now here, just get your nice timing with the wingsuits. And you're chilling. Now you do need a refresh because you made so many mistakes. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you're getting into the end game with 60 builds. Well, you could have had so much more, you know? If you get targeted, sometimes it's worth going down instead of staying up too much. Vira is going far, okay, yeah. That's why I think crash pads are better, because you usually don't get beamed as often. How much PR do you guys have again? Vira and Gas. 600, oh. And 300, okay, yeah. Slightly low vira. Chilling right now, yeah, expanding is the right job. Now make sure you don't also get sprayed from all the other sides. Freshly placed builds always have to be like, yeah, you have always have to be mindful when you have freshly placed builds. Another team could spray you because of that. This team, you know, like sometimes a team needs surge, sometimes a team wants to get your lobby focused. Getting out of that spot is often the best thing, just not holding that ball. If you can get counter damage, that would also be a good way to stop them. Okay. And when we go for this, always get a pre, I feel like. But, yeah, okay. GG. Yeah, you could have maybe gone from a different angle. Instead of going out in the open, so you have to build freshly placed things again. Just go through your old tarps. Like, you had some walls connected to him, you know? Like, go through the stuff where people can't really see. I think that would have been better. Small mistake there, I think. But you do have the right intention to get a refresh, because you need it. We do clutch up this game, so we're gonna get those refreshes. We got a pool zone, which is good. Let's see. Wingsuit, okay, interesting. Like we're kind of close. We definitely don't want to get too far on the dead side, because we definitely don't have the builds for that. Okay, fine. Like we're a bit too dead maybe. Like the whole congested side is probably gonna be somewhere over here, you know? Still a decent amount of teams around you. Somehow you get a body. Not sure how. It's fine. 97 builds. 10 builds. I don't even know who's IGL between the two of you. I think Vira is often ahead on rotates. Nice, you split him some mats. Fine. Now in this zone, you always have 20 seconds. So let me skip back. You gotta notice, like, this is, yeah, I don't know if you want to call it first moving or second moving. Like this is basically first moving, because there's like a big pause, right? So it's not like instantly moving the next zone. But like you always have 20 seconds in this zone, this 8th zone. And then like I do recommend for most players to use this time to look for a pre-edit. Right here, perfect pre-edit opportunity, you know? Even though these kids, they might be aware or something, like it's still like a brick box that is so like easily pre-editable, basically. And like pre-edits are so good to awareness check it. And even if it doesn't work out, you're often at pretty low risk. Most pre-edits, they are risk-free. Like you do have a pre-edit enabled, which is good. Nice, yeah, perfect, bro, perfect. Exactly what I'm saying. Get this wall well as well, bro. You have a pre-edit enabled. Don't try to face in. No. It's a GG. You should reset your pre-edit as soon as possible. And also make sure nobody else comes from behind right now. So building safe boxes after you get a refresh is the most important thing. Still haven't reset the thing, right? Okay. Maybe a half, I don't know. Okay. Nice. Oh. Does he get in the box? Nice, your teammate gets the kill, right? Nice, okay, yeah. Maybe jumping up. Small mistake there. Don't think it was intentional though. Let's see. Good. Box up hard mats. Good. Make sure you have a double box. I don't know why we're in a single box. Just make a double box somewhere. Maybe towards zone a bit more. Like we're both just staying here for no reason. They're just a little bit crazy to me. Yeah, okay, you jump up. Yeah, you gotta be aware of the teammate. Like one guy goes, where's the teammate, of course? And then here, your teammate, is he editing you down? A little bit late. Okay, he gets it eventually. Hopefully gets the res off quick. Oh. He doesn't get the res off? Ah, he does. Bro, this kid. So annoying. I don't know how you clutch this, bro. What a rotate. Nice. Small thing, using wood on the rotate, it's fine. At least you survived, which is very important as well. Okay, did we get a pre-edit here? What are we doing? Like, we're dropping layers, like switching layers with 0 awareness. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Like, what is this situation right here? You can so easily get boxed, you know? In any way possible. That was a mistake. Big mistake. Like, some mistakes can end up getting you killed, you know? Like, losing you the entire game. If you die right now, top 15, you barely get any points. Don't want to die like that. Okay. Teammate, drops your hearts. Chilling. Like, we've never chilled in this endgame. That is one of the problems. Like, we were at a spot right here. We got a kill, you know? From this point forward, like, the game should be a lot more chill. You got a good pre-edit. You have cap mats. Your teammate has 90 builds. So you guys are hella stacked. From this point forward, your game should be as boring as possible. You should just do nothing, basically. Just be safe. Be safe, get some refreshes here and there. But like this, not a safe refresh, for example. This was already like way too interesting. You did something extraordinary, something crazy. Just keep it simple. Like, you sold right here. If a duo pushed in, you could have died, you know? Now, you somehow recover. So you still, from this point, of course, you need time to recover. You're not gonna chill like, yeah, all of a sudden if you just got rest. Your backside, everything. But eventually you gotta get into a spot where you're chilling again. Maybe the rotates, you're doing like a bit on edge again. Like, sometimes you gotta know exactly where zone is, so you don't get pressured from the side of zone. Backside right here as well, you know, like, maybe it wasn't even the time to drop mats, you know, so we're getting behind on the rotate. Now here, what is this tarp, you know, like, we're building 3 floors. What is this tarp? We can just spray it from every angle. I just feel like everything right here was very scuffed. So, yeah, maybe some mistakes made here. We're never chilling. Backside again, because do we realize where zone even is? Where are we going? We go, I don't know. Zone is fully south. Nice. That is the siphon kill you needed, actually. Gets the mats. Nice. Stay together. Chilling. Okay, bottoms. This is Dixon, the real Dixon. Oh my. Nice, holding Kona. Bro, no way you go over the top of the build then. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, you know this team is right there. That is crazy awareness. That's actually one of the forms of awareness, like I also talked about in that video, to be honest. In this video. That exact situation, to be honest. Because you kind of know, he knows there's a team there. And yet he ignores that information. And he goes over the top of the builds anyways. Like, your teammate got the loot, bro. Just chill out. You don't need to go in this box. This is not good. Like, you could even, if you want to take it more extreme even, like your teammate just got a kill, you should just be expanding. Just keep tarping until your teammate comes and he takes over. That's what you should be doing, to be honest. Maybe you could like support your teammate, but this is kind of a sell, baby. GG. Small mistake, but then not. Okay, that was actually quite a big mistake. Yeah, nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you didn't realize. Well, GG. Okay, I think we are approaching the end of your tournament. We have like one more game left. I think we just looked at the 8th place. Yeah. Now the 34th. This is actually quite unfortunate. How many points did you get? 245. Yeah, this is like the game-winning thing you needed. If you get a good game here, you get Div 2, potentially. Or at least Div 3. Now, since this is your final game, and everyone is kind of near qual range, you should expect this lobby to be extremely stacked. And so that means you don't want to get tagged, ever. And you want to get as many tags as possible and get ahead of your rotates. Those are 3 extremely important things. Otherwise, you're gonna die to Surge. Can this friend request please get out of my screen? Thank you. Okay, so we're chilling right now. Like, bro, okay, we're full stacked in 2 minutes. Like, if you get a pump, you don't even need a pump, bro. Just rotate instantly. Like, I swear to God, if you get ahead on this rotate, you win the game. Or like, you don't win the game, but like, you don't need more loot than this. This is all you need, literally. Just get on your rotate. You'll farm mats on the rotate. You'll find a pump on the rotate. You might even find crash pads. Maybe you don't find crash pads. It's fine. You have 6 at least. It's fine. Staying here too long is what's gonna get you killed. Yeah, I can already see the future, you know. 93 alive. Like, I just knew it before the game started, bro. 84 alive. If we get tagged at any point here, like, this is a dangerous area, by the way. You should know that. If you get tagged at any point, like, we gotta be overbuilding in this game. Overbuilding. I said don't overbuild. In this situation, overbuild and refarm. 100%. Like, if you get near the end game, then stop overbuilding, because you don't have the time to refarm. But right now you have more than enough time to refarm. You should overbuild everything, every rotate. Be fully aware. This, risky. Look at your back. Look everywhere. It's fine. You actually got into a fairly decent position. Even better would have been like more towards the other side of the mountain, maybe. There's a team in your way though. We're gonna go in high layers. We're boxing up metal. Is this metal to farm? Okay, we get beamed. Oh no. Oh no, no. Yeah, you're gonna die to Surge, aren't you? Yeah. It's a hard game, bro. Like, with the benefit of hindsight, I like, you know these types of things, you know? Like, you should probably go to this spot. You should probably, yeah, not get beamed, full overbuild, be fully aware. I think now you should know that. Like, the next time, let's say for the Divisional 4 Cup that you're playing soon, in your final game, it could get stacked, super stacked. I don't even know if there's elo in Div 4. Nice, good Surge. Oh. You actually have very good aim, this guy. Such good Surge aim. Maybe you don't even die to Surge then. I think you will. Like, the rotates are always difficult, you know. It's very good that one guy is farming, by the way, while the other is looking for Surge. Exactly what you should be doing. You guys actually had more game knowledge than me. Like, you knew that the tops here were metal. That's why you use metal. It's really good. Now I know as well. Chilling. Both full stacked. Ready to win this game. Oh, you actually have 2 movement items. Maybe you did it on purpose, actually. Okay, interesting. I swear you don't need wingsuits. Just get 1 stack of crash pads. It's already pretty much enough, to be honest. You could have carried 2 types of heals extra, which would have been amazing, you know. Okay, we're rotating now. Maybe I disagree with it, because a lot of these kits, like, people rotate sometimes. People often rotate when zone starts expanding. Otherwise, they just sit in the boxes sometimes. So now all of these kits are rotating by, you know? And if you were in a good Surge spot at that point, you could have gotten a lot more tags. 200 above, 300 above, decent. Just don't, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a Surge problem or just something else. Pre-edit or something. Zone plus far, okay. once again, I prefer using crash pads on this rotate. I think you're just gonna get beamed way less. With wingsuits, you could get beamed very hard there. That is the problem. If you do, you're gonna lose out on surge. Like, stay close to the ground at this point, so you can instantly land if you need to. Don't stay that high up. Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, it's a very stacked lobby. You got some surge before on the hill right there. You also got tagged in this game, so you didn't deal that much more damage compared to how much you've taken. Don't get sprayed. Don't get sprayed again through your thing, please. Oh, okay, decent. Okay, chill. Fine. And we're not in a great surge spot. So before you were in one of the greatest surge spots. Now, not at all. Oh my god. Like, as soon as people box up in this zone, it's so hard for you to get surge. You're in the worst surge spot. I think you might not have expected surge to be this high. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. A team looks at you probably for surge as well. Yeah, they were below, now they're above. You are below. Fuck. Like, this is not how you want to die in your final game. GG, bro. Yeah. Your teammate, yeah, also dies. So, I told you, I told you, right in the early game, before the game even started, I was like, yeah, surge is gonna be the #1 thing. Just get into a good position, don't get tagged. Yeah. It's difficult, bro, it's difficult. But like, the thing is, like, what a lot of teams will do in these situations is, like, they'll be, okay, that's not a good example. Like, the good teams, what they'll basically do, I don't know if I find a good example here. But they'll literally go up to POIs like this and just go close to teams and try to out-trade them, basically. Maybe this is a good example. Like, there's a team right here. They're trying to get tags on this team, for example, in Latte. And they're just trying to not get tagged back. That's basically all you gotta do. And then make very good rotates. Yeah. Maybe at this point when you were boxed up here, right here, maybe it was even worth for your teammate to also be looking for surge. And I think this position would have been much better. So small things that could have gotten you like a bit more surge here and there. Not down here. No, wait, he's up. Does he have a teammate? Yeah, okay. This position would have been perfect, honestly. Then, like, everyone is just gonna wingsuit parachutes. Yeah, pretty much perfect. Yeah, GG. He kind of just underestimated surge. It was a very stacked lobby, to be fair. And you're not gonna face these lobbies in Div 4, for sure. In Div 4, like, you're gonna have like 30 player games, bro. 30 player end games. So yeah. I think that's it for your journey. It's already been 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I'm not gonna continue. I'm not gonna watch your second place. I hope you appreciate the VOD review. If this is posted on YouTube, then yeah, everyone keep grinding. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!